little baby Sash. Little baby Sash.
Join the team.
Hey team, this is McGuire Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new WizKids D&D Icons of the Realm Icewind Dale. This is the Rime of the FROSTMAIDEN set. Now, it has not been released yet. This is still on pre-order. We do have 4 boxes from a brick that we're going to go and we're going to open here, and I hope we get some cool stuff. We will see, but it is half a brick. We normally do a full brick. We did get half a brick this time. And I will also say that the first thing you probably notice is it is a little bit of a larger box. I think, and team, you can correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe the last time we saw a box this large was with Tyranny of Dragons. And the reason was because that set had some particularly larger sculpts in it, as this one does. The Icewind Dale set has a lot of those larger sculpts. Here is just for reference how big these boxes generally are that we've been seeing in the bricks. So it's quite a bit larger. You're going to get some larger sculpts in here. And look forward soon. We're going to do a Mythic Odysseys of Theros unboxing as well, an entire brick. And we've got a really cool custom sculpt for that as well. So I'm pretty excited about going through that one. Now, before we get started, there are some things obviously a little bit different. Table's a little bit higher, trying out a little bit of a different setup here. And you still can see Bear. Bear's down here. You can see him right down through there. He's a little guy, so we're gonna have to get him. We'll bring him back up to the table again here soon. But he's gonna hang out down here for now. Okay, so let's go through these boxes. You know how we do it here on the channel. Let's see. I don't know what order we're gonna go in, but we've always had like the last box be some epic pool. There is a number of sculpts in this set that I'm looking for. Okay, let's just go on weight. That one's lighter. That one's lighter. That one's heavier. And that one's heavier. Okay, that's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to say this one's the heaviest. So let's do that one last. This one, and this one. So that's the order that we'll go in. Okay? So let's get these open, see what we got. And these are sealed, so I have no idea what we are in for here. Again, set has not been released yet. It is still on pre-order. Okay, so a little bit of marketing bit here right off the top. Dungeons & Dragons, your adventure awaits. WizKids. So this is new. Haven't seen this before. And it's just got a little bit there of, let's see if there's any codes. Doesn't look like it. So just a little bit of information there on this pack to show you maybe some of their other sets. Yeah, so we got Eberron on here. There's unpainted miniatures. There's a brand new series they're coming out with that are premium miniatures. We're going to be looking at those as well. Actually, there is a promo code on here. You receive 10% off your first purchase. Use promo code DND17. Limit to 1 per customer. Okay, so if you saw that and you want to use it, it's up to you. Okay, and then you have the rest things back here. So they are doing some larger sculpts you can buy, like huge things. So it's on there as well. That's cool. I think we've seen that before. All right, first box. Looks like it's the wolf. Nice. So we'll get that out of the way. And, oh, sweet. This is one that I kind of wanted. It was the, what's it technically called? The mountain goat. 10 of 45, the mountain goat. I really like this sculpt. This set has got a number of sculpts that I really like. We're going to bring the miniature cam in here on these close. You'll be able to see all of these really up close here in a minute. We'll bring the miniature cam in. This one is the Harpel 41 of 45. This is a really cool one. Nice sculpt, holding a book and a staff. Really cool sculpt on that one. And then we have the... Oh, nice. I want both of these. The Chewinga, I think, with the icicle staff, 16 of 45. Just a little weird-looking guy, and this one is carrying the icicle staff, and it is done with that translucent material that they use, the translucent plastic. Very cool, and there's another one that holds a snowball. So I would love to get both of those guys. And then our large sculpt here is the Krogcat. Craig Cat. Yeah, 25. It's hard to read because it's all clear, kind of engraved on there. 25 out of 45, and that's just like a snow cat type beast. So another really cool. I'm glad that I got that one. I like the animals and the beasts in these. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. This was our order, right? Yeah, that was. Hang on, was that our order? No, those are the heavy ones. This is the light one. We're gonna do this one. Okay, rip this one open. Come on, give me something good. I want one of them rare pools. And yes, yes. So awesome. This was one that I definitely wanted. It was the Goliath Werebear. Okay, we're going to get to that here in a second. Let me hit these smaller ones first. Oh, so sweet. That one was awesome. Okay, here we've got the Flynn Trapper, 18 of 45. This looks pretty cool. I love the skulls that it's got there in that whip. And, you know, it's got sort of the werewolf type look. A little bit of the loincloth there, and then a nice sort of what looks like pelt with some horns, kind of armor on the back. Very cool model and sculpt there. All right, this is, looks like an orc. Orog Ranger, 7 of 45. So that's pretty cool looking. He's got some good size to him as well. I mean, essentially just looks like, you know, essentially like an orc type character there. Really nice paint jobs, nice paint apps. You know, this is one that's getting into showing some of the armor and the metal fleck and how they've done that. And it definitely has really nice paint apps. I like the way they're doing the paint apps on the cloaks now as well. That is definitely a step up from what I think we've seen in prior cases. So, you know, they're really starting to step up their paint apps and the quality of those paint apps, like how thick those paint apps are and how many layers are in those paint apps that really give you that rich, robust look. Okay, Cobalt Mountaineer, and this is a 12 out of 45. This one is really cool. Standard Cobalt, but it's got like this giant pack on it and like an ice pick or a mine pick. This is a great sculpt. I love this sculpt. So cool on that one. Okay, and then we've got our Werebear. I mean, Werebear, right? Yes! Oh, it's so cool with the eye patch and the necklace with what is probably teeth or some kind of horn. Got some fish like attached to the what looks like a kilt is basically wearing. Oh, this is so awesome. And that giant axe, what a great sculpt. I absolutely love that. All right, that's box number 2. As we're opening box number 3 here, we're going to start hitting it with the miniature cams. You can get up close on all these sculpts. Now, this is the first heavier box. This one's a little odd. It is just completely floating around in there. So it's either come out of its plastic. Oh, man, I really hope this is the sitting. It's like a sitting owlbear. Oh, please be it. It's got to be something like that because it's circular and it's just floating. Oh, no, it's not. It's on the box here. It's the Abominable Yeti. Ah, sweet. Got the Abominable Yeti. Just as good. That's very cool. Abominable Yeti, 31 out of 45. That's a pretty awesome sculpt. You got to have yourself a Yeti, okay? And that's a larger sculpt. I mean, you can see there in comparison to the other ones, you know, it's not huge by any means. We have seen much larger sculpts in these boxes in the past, but it is a pretty good size sculpt in comparison to our human model here. You can see, so that looks pretty good. And I'll also say that the paint apps on this one look great. It's nice and deep cut, and they've done a good job with the washing. You know, whenever you see these deep cut ones, you always think, okay, they can overdo it or they can underdo it with the washing. They've done a nice job here with the washing on this sculpt. And there's a really nice transition. You'll be able to see this on the camera up close. There's a really nice transition between the sculpting that they have here in the washing and then the base paint that they have here. The base colors that they are using now have just got a richness to them that I haven't seen in prior packages. Now, I will say, just from a review perspective, there are some nicks and some scrapes on the paint on his horns that have scratched off, and that's probably because of how he was sort of loose in there. It seems like he got, disconnected from his locked-in base, and he was just kind of in the package, bumping around. So that definitely has taken a toll on some of the paint on the horns here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots that have a little bit of a scratched off area where it's down there to the base plastic. Now that's easily fixable. It's very, very small areas, and it's just a nice dark, a very, very dark brown, almost a black, but it's a very, very dark brown. You can just dry brush that in, no problem, to fix that sculpt up. That's you know what? There's some here on his hand as well. So let's check the other hand. Now the other hand's fine. Everything else is fine. Feet are fine. So here on the hand and here on the horns, and that definitely was because of him bouncing around in that plastic. That just kind of rubbed off. All very, very easily fixable things, if you even want to do that. It doesn't even look bad, to tell you the truth. Okay, so we'll get that out of the way. And we've got our other 3 sculpts, so put those to the side. We haven't got any dupes yet. That's good. Very cool. This is the Goliath Barbarian, 8 of 45. Now, this is a Goliath Barbarian, so you'll see there the size of that to our standard. You can see right here to our standard human sculpt. This is probably going to be about an 8-foot, 7.5 to 8-foot character, I would think. Just looking at that scaling there. We've got a nice, really cool spear. We've got a bear pelt that he's wearing over the head, as well as a really, really well done shield. We're going to get up on close on the shield because they nailed it on the shield. The detail painting and sculpting that's on the front of this shield is actually really eye-catching. And they did that all the way around the backside of this shield as well. I'll tell you, these are getting better and better with every set. I am extremely impressed with the quality and the detail that they're doing on these mass production sculpts. You're getting 4 in a box for somewhere in the low to mid-teens, and you're getting a lot for your money here, in my opinion. Okay, a sled dog, 19 of 45. Wouldn't be too bad to get dupes on a sled dog, but we have 1 sled dog so far. Just a standard wolf-style looking dog. But it is a standard dog. Pretty cool. Put that right there. And then our last one here is, looks like another Cobalt. Cobalt Vampire spawn. Have not seen one of those before. 13 out of 45. This is actually really cool. The Cobalt Vampire spawn. More of a vicious looking Cobalt. And I really like the red that they used on this one. It's different than the deeper red that's generally used on Cobalts. This is more of a, what I would say, a demon red. Whenever they do more of their demon sculpts, this is the color of red that they generally use. So it's a little bit of a lighter, I'm not going to say translucent because it's not, but it's more of a lighter style red. So that's really cool. We'll put that right down there by that one. Okay, we are now to the last box. This is the heaviest box. What are we going to get? I don't know. We're going to have to do more of these. We are definitely going to have to go through an entire brick of the Icewind Dales, because what an awesome campaign. I mean, really? Woo! Come on! This is going to be good. All right, last one. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Oh, we got the, what's this? The Frost Giant, right? This is the Frost Giant. Nice. So, this, the reason for the weight of the package. So, haven't come across the owlbears yet. Maybe we'll see that next time. But this is the mighty Frost Giant, and it is mighty indeed. Look at the size on that in comparison even to the Yeti. It towers over the Yeti. What a sculpt. That's amazing. And I love the blue. I like the way they did the skin here. So, I've generally seen these frost-type giants or frost-type characters in prior packages. Now, there is a little bit of bendage there on his axe, but I don't even know if that one will need heat to fix. That's a pretty thick plastic. I may be able to fix that just by literally bending it a little bit. That might have fixed it. It's holding. So, you can see the size of, this model and the axe. And the skin color really, I really like it. I mean, it's been brighter blue in the past, or it's been more of a solid blue. This has a really well done blue basing with what looks like it's not really white, it's almost like a cream brushing that's been done over the top. And it's really made that skin give a very rich, frosty blue look. Like almost like a frozen, like frostbit skin, right? Versus just it's blue because I'm supposed to be cold, right? So I think they've done a really nice job with that. I like the big long beard that they did here. They could have stopped here, which you generally see. I love the fact that they extended that beard down to kind of like a peak and went all the way down past his belt. That looks really cool. I love the detail in the loincloth on either side, or the cloth that sort of hangs down from the belt, called a loincloth. There's a ton of deep cuts and sculpting and stamping on that to really bring out the quality and the look and feel of that particular material that he's wearing. Almost like a very thick, rich canvas material that he's wearing. Where they've done the shoulder area up top different and done a much thicker, leathery type look at the top with like buckles in it. And then these really cool skull pieces they've done on either side for the shoulder pads there. So awesome. So awesome. I love the Viking helm. Everything looks excellent with this. This is by far my favorite Frost Giant sculpt I have in the collection now. Amazing. Excellent work on that. Okay. The 3 little sculpts, we're going to get those through. It doesn't look like we got any dupes. Sweet. Oh, this is one I wanted. It's the little tiny Yeti. It's the Yeti Tyke, which is 5 of 45. Oh, so awesome. The set is complete. He has his Yeti baby. Oh, yes. The Yeti baby. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Look, got the little Yeti baby and the full-size Yeti. That is cool. We're going to put that right there. We'll get in on close here in a second. Or you're already seeing the close-up there. Bear's working that. And then here we have the Nomad with Cage. Nomad with Cage. 1 of 45. Okay, so that's number 1 right there. So that one's going to be more than likely a little bit rarer. Look how awesome that sculpt is. And I love the skull face mask. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's like a skull face mask. It's got some Wolverine type blades and this dagger, and I love the cloak. That is a cool sculpt right there. And our final here, another wolf. This is just a standard wolf, 20 of 45, and definitely a standard wolf, but carrying that snow environment look. So let's put it next. Well, we got our mountain. Where's our dog? Here's our dog. So let's look at the 2 of these scaled up. Wolf being a little bit larger than that dog, which is good. Scaling wise, these look really good. And I like the fact that they went with the dog that was more of a standard brown color versus a dog that also carried sort of that white and black kind of snowy environment look. Because you're going to get a lot of models in this set that are going to carry that look, right? Here's your mountain goat. It's got the same coloring and look. Here's your wolf, same coloring and look. Here's your larger kind of, mountain cat, snow cat. It's got the same, well, technically it's the Craig cat. It's got somewhat of the same kind of white-based, white and black type look. So it's nice to see sort of that variation that they're using. So just everything doesn't look the same. That's cool. And I really like the pose they have on that wolf too. It looks deadly, but it's something that you could use as an enemy or even in a campaign as your familiar or pet, because it's just got a great posing to it. Okay, let's put that right there. All right, that's it. That's the Rime of the Frostmaiden box set team. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed so far. I'm excited about all the models that are going to come in this set, and we are going to have to do a full brick unboxing of this set. There is just too many cool models that are in. Oh, loving this. This is so cool. All right, I got some good ones. I'm happy with what we came out here. Some really, really good sculpts and models. Hope everybody enjoyed this. Hope you're liking the sculpts from this set. Let me know in the comments below. Again, we've got a lot more cool sculptings and unboxings to come, so look forward to that. All right, so hit that like, click the subscribe below to join the team. Keep rolling them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time. Let's roll!